Hello friends, today we're going to be jumping right back into our SlimeFun tutorial series. Today we're going to be looking at talismans, specifically permanent ones. We'll be covering consumable talismans in our next video. But before we begin, I just want to thank all of you who have subscribed. Every time someone does, YouTube gives me a notification about it and it just makes my day. So if you could please consider checking to see if you're subscribed, it would mean the world to me. It's completely free and it only takes 2 seconds. And if you want to unsubscribe later, it's totally okay. Thank you all so much for helping to change my life one sub at a time. Alright, so like I said, today we're going to cover permanent talismans. Talismans are right here in our SlimeFun guide, and also right here under Ender Talismans. So the difference between a regular talisman and an Ender Talisman is that regular talismans must be in your inventory in order for you to experience the effects, but Ender Talismans only need to be in your Ender chests in order to function. This saves you a bunch of inventory space, so I highly recommend making Ender Talismans. All the Ender Talismans are made in the same way with 4 tier 3 Ender lumps and the regular talisman. This is just 32 Eyes of Ender worth of lumps per talisman, so it's super worth it. Also, it's important to note that the effects of the Ender Talismans do not stack with their regular counterparts. Talismans can be really annoying to craft, so they're oftentimes bought and sold at exorbitantly high prices compared to their material value. So I'm going to break down the crafting materials so that it can be as easy as possible for you to craft your own talismans yourself, so you never get scammed. First, we're going to cover the functions of our 8 permanent talismans, then the crafting breakdown, which should save you quite a bit of headache. Our Miner Talisman gives a 20% chance of doubling all drops from any mined ore. This effect is applied post-fortune, meaning that you'll average 2.64 drops per ore with Fortune 3. Our Talisman of the Hunter gives a 20% chance to double all drops from any killed mob. This even applies to quantities that looting can't increase, such as Nether Stars and Wither Skeleton Skulls. Our Talisman of the Angel provides a 75% chance to completely negate any instance of fall damage received. Any negated fall damage will not damage armor. Our Talisman of the Magician provides an 80% luck bonus on enchanting, as well as a chance for extra enchantments on items. This basically means that you're more likely to get more enchants and higher level enchants. You can also get treasure enchants such as Mending from the extra enchantment perk. Our Talisman of the Traveler provides a 60% chance of giving speed 3 for 3 minutes every time you start sprinting. Activation attempts have no cooldown, so you can essentially always have speed 3 with this talisman. Our Talisman of the Caveman provides a 50% chance of giving haste 3 for 40 seconds whenever you mine any ore. This also has no cooldowns nor conditions, so by bringing a few iron ore around with you, you can always have quick access to haste 3. Our Talisman of the Whirlwind provides a 60% chance to reflect any projectile that hits you. This applies to arrows, shulker bullets, gassed fireballs, and blaze fireballs. These projectiles do actually reflect arrows as if they were blocked by a shield, shulker bullets by being cancelled, and fireballs truly reflecting, not reversing, direction at their speed upon impact. Finally, our Talisman of the Wizard is the only talisman with a potential drawback. It gives a chance to upgrade fortune enchantments to level 4 and 5 while enchanting, but it also has a chance to lower enchantment on any item enchanted. As a result, this talisman is best only used when getting fortune 4 or 5 is the goal. Since all of these permanent talismans are worth getting, I've gone ahead and compiled all the raw resources that we're going to need to craft each one of these. These are all of the materials for the regular talismans themselves, and these Ender Eyes are what we need for our Ender Lumps to make them Ender Talismans. I highly recommend collecting all of these materials in a chest before beginning crafting, as it'll make the process much easier. For those of you who may be making many of one type to sell or to give to others, I've also compiled the total materials for each individual talisman. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you that right now. The Talisman of the Miner, these are all the total materials we're going to need. The Talisman of the Hunter, these are all the total materials we're going to need. Talisman of the Angel, Talisman of the Magician, Talisman of the Traveler, Talisman of the Caveman, Talisman of the Whirlwind, and Talisman of the Wizard. When crafting, be sure to note that the Traveler Talisman requires a Talisman of the Angel to craft, the Caveman Talisman requires a Miner Talisman, the Whirlwind Talisman requires a Traveler's Talisman, and the Wizard Talisman requires a Magician Talisman. That means in order to make all of them, you need 3 Angels, 2 Travelers, 2 Miners, and 2 Magician's Talismans. This is accounted for in the grand total I showed you, as well as all the individual totals that I showed. So I hope this helped you all navigate this tricky part of SlimeFun crafting. These talismans are extremely powerful, so there's no reason not to make them. But don't get scammed by crazy prices because as you can see, they're not that expensive to make. Also, as I said in previous tutorials, I trust you guys to be able to read the crafting recipes and understand how to craft. It's just that since there are so many different items that are required for all of these different talismans, it's easy to have all of the materials together before you start crafting each individual thing. In any case, thank you all so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you found it helpful, please subscribe. It's free, it takes 2 seconds, and it helps me out a ton. Once again, thank you so much, and I will see you all next time.